everybody, it's Sally from Sally Stampers. Thank you for joining me today. Thursday today, only today and tomorrow left, and then it's the weekend. I hope you're going to be doing something crafty or something interesting. I thought I'd give you some inspiration. So this lovely little Valentine gift bag is made from a 6x6 sheet of DSP, which if you've purchased my card kits, you will know that you get this DSP in 6x6 sizes. And I thought that seeing as you always get a few extra, I would make something 3D for you that you can follow that uses the 6x6 papers. And this little gift bag was born. So it's got in some, this one's actually got Easter eggs inside because my chocolate hearts didn't get delivered on time. So it's got 8 of these little chocolate eggs inside, which actually you wouldn't believe, but there's 8 of them in there. So they will fit nicely inside there, and it is a cute little gift bag that you can just give to someone. Now you could put it on a pillow or maybe a table favour if you're doing a meal or whatever, but I thought that was quite cute. So I'll show you how to make it, and it's really, really simple. So your DSP is going to be 6 by 5.5 inches. So you just need to trim a 1/2 inch off. Now make sure you're trimming your 1/2 inch off the way you want your paper to run. So as you can see with mine, I have flowers on this one that run from bottom to top. If that's the way you want your paper to run, trim it that side, so your 5.5 will be that way. Okay, 6 is that side. So in centimetres, that will be 15.2 by 14 centimetres. So again, with your pattern running from bottom to top, we are going to score. So this is the short side. If you haven't got patterned paper, it won't matter. At 1 inch and 4.5 inches. So in centimetres, that will be 3.2 by 10.8. We're then going to rotate anti-clockwise, so turn to the left, and we're going to score at 2.5 and 3.5 inches. And in centimetres, that will be 6 and 9.2. So we're going to fold and burnish all of these lovely score lines. And as I say, these would work wonderfully with the 6x6 paper, or the paper stacks that we get equally work well. So once you've got your little grid pattern going on here, you then need to cut just simply down these horizontal score lines just to that vertical one on the small square in the middle. So that's all you're cutting, just to get these separate. Okay, so with your DSP now lying the way you want it, you're going to flip it over. Okay, so you now have the inside of, actually ignore that, you want the inside of your bag belly up, basically facing up. So when you flip this bottom piece over, this will be the front of your bag. So ignore what I said about turning it over, just flip it over, but make sure that when you fold the front, this piece up, it's going to be the front of your bag. So fold these 2 sides in and then pop some snail on them. Oops. So you're putting it on the outside of your DSP in effect, on those 2 panels there, and then on these bottom 2 long ones, we're going to put adhesive on the inside of the panels. So then we're going to bring this up here so that the bottom of this panel sits flat, and then we're going to bring that little tiny tab up and stick it on. So that's now stuck on there. We're then going to bring this front one up, make sure everything's lined up, and we're going to fold and stick that one onto there. Okay, so we're going to do the same again. So we're putting the inside. As you remember, when I've done my boxes and things before with these kind of tabs, I don't like them on the inside because they can get caught. So I sandwich them between the 2 panels. So the back one is in first, that little one comes up and adheres to that, and then we fold this one in, not very straight, whoops, that didn't go very straight at all. But you fold it in, make sure it's straight, and that's your little box bag made. We're then going to pinch the sides in, which mine isn't going to work because I didn't put mine on straight. So let's just give that a little trim. There we go. So we're going to fold these pieces in. This is where you need to make sure your adhesive's gone to the edges, because as you can see when I'm trying to do this, it's kicking that paper out, which is making it awkward. So I'm going to have to do one at a time. There we go. So pinch those sides in, hold on to them, and then just run your finger down the sides here. Just helps that to fold in. So pop your chocolates inside, or your treat, or whatever it is you want, and then you need your handheld punch. Now, I did put this on my Facebook page, but this beautiful handheld punch is not going to be made anymore. Manufacturers have encountered some problems and it's not being remade, so they only have what's in stock now. So if you want one of these, you need to order them. They are the handheld punch, and they are perfect for things like this. So I'm hoping they're going to come back with something else, but we'll see. And you're just simply going to punch a couple of holes in there for your ribbon. So I'm using the beautiful All My Love ribbon, and this is the Flirty Flamingo one. Chocolates inside, so let me just grab these. So those are my 8 chocolates sat inside, and then I'm going to just thread my ribbon through that end. Come on, you little tinker. There we go. And then you need to thread the other end through the other hole, which is never easy to do when you're trying to be a bit quicker. There we go. Now I always like to make sure it's not caught around the bag, that this is flat. You don't want it twisted. And then, as you know me, I do everything upside down, so tie my bag up nice and tight, and then not do a very good bow. Oh, okay, not so bad. And then, as you know, you just fiddle for 3 days making your bow look pretty. That's actually not so bad. I've done worse. I've done better, but I've done worse. There we go. It's not so bad, is it? And then I'm just going to trim those tail ends. There we go. And then I just need to put my pretty little decorated label on, which I think looks a little bit like a florist's card, because you've got a bit of space here to write a little sentiment on. So I'm still going to use Lovely Lipstick and Whisper White for this one. So my my Lovely Lipstick panel is 2.5 by 1.5 inches, so that's 6.5 centimetres by 4 centimetres. And then the Whisper White is 2 3/8 by 1 3/8, which is 6 by 3.5 centimetres. So I need to do some stamping, so I've got all my things ready on my blocks. Let's just move them a moment. Forever Lovely, I think it's a lovely stamp set, and I'm using Lovely Lipstick. The first thing I'm going to do is put my Happy Valentine's Day across the bottom. I'll just move that out of the way because my Stampin' Scrub's here. So Happy Valentine's Day, and then my large flower, which I'm actually going to stamp off and then stamp into the corner there. Just clean that off as well. And then I've used Soft Sea Foam, which is obviously within the DSP. So I've just added a couple of leaves just here, and then one was the bottom. I didn't add one to the bottom of that one, never mind. And then I have this beautiful little, I don't know what you'd call it actually, but I like it, so I just added that too. Let's add him there. There we go. So that's my stamping done. I think that's really pretty. And then obviously we're going to adhere this to our lovely lipstick layer. Oh my goodness, that's way off, isn't it? Measurement. Don't quite know where that went wrong. Let's have a little look. So I said this should be 2.5, and that's why I did 2 3/4. There we go, that's better. And then once that's stuck on, I'm going to stick this. I don't know why that corner's not sticking. Didn't put any adhesive there, I suspect. And then if you just sort of push the top, this part of your bag will pop out, and it will just allow you, you could stick it on with dimensionals, I guess, and I'm just pressing it against the chocolates inside to get it to stick. And there is my little Valentine treat bag. Hope you like it. Hope you've got somebody who you can send a Valentine treat bag to, even if it's your dog and you just put some biscuits inside. That's given me the idea now that I'm going to fill these with treats for my girls, my dogs. Anyway, hope you have a great time this week and hope you've survived most of it, and I hope to see you all again soon. Bye.